Guys, welcome back with another video. Welcome to What If Deku Had Haki Part 4 or 5. I lost track. Anyways, this part was very fun for me to write, and I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe most importantly. And enjoy most importantly too. But most importantly is that you enjoy. But most importantly is that you subscribe, like, and comment. And I see only 9 point something percent of you only subscribe. I think it was 9.7 or 9.1. So just hit the subscribe button. It'll make me happy. And it's guaranteed if you make someone else happy, you make them happy, of course. Anyways, different variables aside, let's go. We start off the same after the sports festival arc with the whole choosing superhero names, and nothing would change from everyone else from canon except for Sanji would be called Blackleg. Superhero name would be Blackleg. Or it could be Stealth Black, which does sound cooler in my opinion, but went with Blackleg since it's on his bounty poster. I mean, I could change it. You could vote for it in the comments. Saying, so would you like me to change it to Stealth Black or keep Blackleg? I'm really leaning towards Stealth Black. Continue on. Deku and Sanji would get a letter in this timeline, although it would be from the same person in the whole society. Convenient, because I can't let Ida die. And no, it is not Gran Torino. I'm letting you know that right now. Ever who will probably even be a surprise. Not unless you have already anticipated this moment. Anyways, we later skip to them arriving there. I couldn't get a good Hosu City background. Unfortunately, I only had the destructions. As Sanji and Deku would eventually knock on this man's door. As randomized number 5 hero Red Hair Shanks would appear towards the two, with Deku geeking out over seeing, the number 5 hero Red Hair Shanks. Why number 5? Because that's what my number randomizer said. As Shanks would introduce himself and would let the two inside. And after a while, he would ask Deku, "Oh, hey, you were there proficient Haki, at least for a beginner. How? Who taught you?" As Deku would say that, it's kind of his quirk and he's kind of self-taught. As Shanks and Sanji would be shocked by this scene as well. Well, Sanji was taught. I'll get into that. Probably never. Never? Okay, never sounds good. And, well, and Shanks would be like, "Oh, that's why you don't use observation or conquerors as much." As they will continue on, and Shanks would explain the whole things about all of Haki, as Shanks would ask Deku and Sanji to come at with whatever the two got, as the two would oblige, and they would step outside to a much better place than this background, and the two would begin to fight Shanks. And this fight will go as well as you think, with Shanks easily being able to dodge too. To give you an idea, if you ever seen Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz, that's basically the fight itself for no special beam cannon. So the two are just not hitting him and are getting stumped every way, shape, or form. Maybe he can even backhand one of them with back hilt one of them with his sword. Yes, he still keeps the sword. Even with Deku using one fall, he still wouldn't be fast enough to catch Shanks. And until then, we get into, this scene, as Shanks will eventually stop this sparring match and would eventually tell the two that they'll start, their training. I guess you can call it training after. Well, they'll start their training. Oops. Well, you know that now. Anyways, where Deku was still discovered full cowling from a microwave. I was shocked by the scene too, and so I just had to put a microwave. And Sanji and Shanks were left with the fat onto the rest of the video. As eventually the hostile city attack would happen and the three would suit up. Yes, I finally get to use the image of Sanji's raid suit. I didn't use it the first time during the USJ. Because it was kind of a last minute decision to put Sanji in here. I was just thinking of One Piece characters and then Sanji appeared. Anyways, as Shanks would easily show off his strength by all three no moves himself and would just stare at them. This supposed to look like Conqueror's Haki image, but I don't think it is. I think it's too dark. Gotta find a different version. And would take the three no move out. Oh wait, did I have an image of Shanks thing? There we go, as Shanks would stand. There we go, as Shanks was as Deku and Sanji would be surprised at how easy he would take out the Nobu. As like in canon, Deku would go rush to go and save Ida. Shanks would go help. Sanji would go help. I can't think of a One Piece villain for him to fight right now. I was gonna put Don Creed in this part, but then I was like, nah, that's kind of shoehorning him in. As Deku would still come and save Ida from the likes of Sting going finna kill him. As the two would scrap for a bit until Deku would have to dodge from a lava crash coming down to him. So, I don't know. Everyone's favorite fleet admiral. I think it was Sosuke Akainu. I know his one was Akainu's. I don't know about the Sosuke part. I think I'm thinking of Sosuke Aizen. Anyways, on to the rest. As Deku will eventually be forced to face both of them at the same time. And needless to say, he will not be doing well. Really stretching out his observation here, as he will be forced on the defensive all of the time. Not really anything to give him the opening. As luckily, Shoto would arrive here with a fire blast to knock back Stain. Although I'm wondering, how the freak does any of these people survive fire? Anyways, as Deku proceeded to take on Akainu and Shoto proceeded to hold off Stain. As the battle will continue with Akainu eventually turning the ground to lava and Shoto being forced to use ice to keep them keep their feet from burning off. As eventually Akainu will break up from under one of ice from behind Shoto and would come with a giant lava fist. As Deku would attempt to try and help, but would be daggers would be thrown to his legs, arms, something to get him down. With Stain being responsible, of course. As luckily, Ida will catch an off-guard Akainu, kicking him to the side. His armor will be a little bit melted. As Akainu will come back with a fist straight through Ida's chest, nearly killing the guy. I can't believe I wrote that into the script. As Deku would try and go over there, as Deku would once again try and rush over to Ida's aid, but would be paralyzed thanks to Stain's quirk, as we all know. As Shoto would be like Deku in the Like Deku in the beginning fight having to fight these two by himself, but yeah, the two would be approaching quickly, and there's really nothing Shoto can do about it, no matter how much ice and fire he puts out. That leads to a question: could Shoto defeat Sting today? As everything, well, I think this is the, I think this is the Conqueror's Haki color. What do you guys think? This one, I really feel like it. This one, as well, Conqueror's Haki would come blowing the two back. As while Sting is being knocked back, he would be kicked away even further to a wall as Sanji would appear in his weight suit in all his glory. You do not know how many images I had to go through to get this thing. As Akina would try again to go with, well, the attacking most low for I'm just gonna call Lava Fist, as Shane so much like Kobe would block it with his sword, even as the two would begin to fight. I'm sorry, as the two would now begin to fight, with Shanks being able to, well, outmaneuver and really outplay Aokiji. Well, this isn't a game, but I don't know what else words to use. As eventually, Sanji using invisibility would be able to, well, defeat Stain. As he will still have it, but to, why not put a time limit on, just because, just kidding, he'll stay invisible for as long as he wants, easily being able to knock out Stain. Well, not easily, the guy really is someone to knock out, as he will never be able to get some of Sanji's blood. As eventually Shanks would finish Aki off of one slash of, well, a very powerful Aki. Well, one slash of very powerful Rio hitting Aki from, well, from seemingly out of nowhere. We all know it's Rio. I think that's what they called it in the Wano. As eventually the arc would end relatively the same. So on to the graduation arc. I'm sorry, the graduation test arc. And from here, I get to where the part where it actually matters. So from here, things wouldn't change. The first half of the whole studying thing wouldn't change. And Deku and Bakugo would still fight All Might, although that battle wouldn't change because, let's be honest, even with armament and Deku's even stronger advances this timeline, he wouldn't be able to overpower All Might. But he would do better. He wouldn't get his ass kicked for at least a good few minutes. Who else just watches that fight when they get annoyed Bakugo just to watch his butt get kicked? Just to watch him, well, I can't say that word, get handed to him. I'm sorry. In terms of who Team Sanji's joining, thanks to this my fateful randomizer over here, Sanji gets to be with Mina and Kaminari. As well, the three would pass in this timeline, as Sanji would be able to sneak up on the guy or wherever crane he's in, and, well, take him out of it. I don't see him being much of a hard opponent from there, as he's just a talking mouse with a bunch of tools. Oh dear goodness! Who else remembers that creepy imagery? See you next time on what I cover. Oh man, the summer camp training arc. And for my next video, I might be finishing off where the future Trunks stayed, because all that's really left is the Majin Buu and Goku Black sagas. Or something else, but I don't know for sure. Maybe what if Sakura ate the Tori no Mi, or maybe I'll just do another part of what if Naruto was a Saiyan. Maybe vote for one of the three in the comments, although knowing all of you, most of you probably won't. Also, thanks for 71 subs, and see you next time.